fine. I don't think smiting is going to work, although they're trying with Trump.
Over smiting. They're trying to bring it back, you know, along with, you know, dinosaurs walked the earth at the same time.
The flat earth.
Human beings did. And some people, you know, they don't want to believe in science. They don't want to believe in evolution. They don't want to believe, you know, wow, you know.
Jesus rode a dinosaur, that kind of thing.
You can have faith in whatever you want, but you can't make the facts. Yeah. And facts are facts. Carbon dating's carbon dating. And, you know, it's another hurdle that we have our place in history, and we're hoping we're evolving through. You know, with global warming, you know, blah, blah, all these other things that could happen, nuclear war, even natural disasters. An asteroid hits us, or Krakatoa, 3 of them go off at once, and nuclear winter across the the world for 4 years or something. We're just trying to evolve and trying to push forward the right things of history, that people should be treated with dignity, that people should be given health care and education and food and the ability to pursue their dreams. And that's what we want for all human families. And I'll take it a step that we leave animals the fuck alone.
Yes, I'll agree on that one.
You know, we don't stop animal testing on them. We stop chopping off their skins and their furs and the trapping and right down to, you know, animal husbandry in the farming industry and in the, you know, providing foods and meat. You know, they kill 70 billion animals. I looked it up in the United States and Britain alone. That's pigs, that's chickens, that's ducks. Just what they consider poultry and in the meat industry, and cows. 70 billion animals a year. You know, it's...
I'm a long-time vegetarian, and that just does boggle my mind.
It boggles mine, too. You know, I just think where I was dreaming about stuff. We played an animal rights benefit for Alex Mann at the New Cross Inn. He's sick with cancer. He's an activist, author. And I was thinking, I had this bad dream that they're killing 70 billion animals a year. And like, hold it, wait a minute. It's not a dream. It's real. It's real. You know, take the chicken leg out your mouth. You don't need so much meat. And let's start growing synthetic, you know, replacement. The mock chicken tastes great as it is, but they're talking about having cells where you can grow animal without
the animal.
Without the animal, you can have the taste of chicken, of pork, whatever what you think you're missing, and let's evolve as a human family to where we treat all beings with respect, you know, with respect, and that's one of the things. You know, here we are. We're trying to evolve it, and there's no. It's our place in history, and to promote these ideas and try to encourage everyone, and hopefully, it'll be like slavery was 200 years ago. You know, X amount, you know, 50% or 80% or whatever the society accepted slavery as an okay form of economic human exploitation. Here we are in 2017. I'd say a much lesser percentage of the population consider that, and hopefully 100 years from now, similarly,
with animals, and hopefully will be the same.
Just like child labor laws, just like, you know, all the other topics that people evolved,
and women, and women's rights,
and everything, and with. And that's what we're, you know, that's who we are as human beings. Now we're in a punk rock band that happens to be political and sings about those things, and I sing about things other than that.
Yes,
but you know, it's my special purpose. I'm glad, you know, Chicken Squawk and John Wayne was a Nazi. Those are two of the more popular songs. They have a political agenda and slant, and I try to do it in a social way, where it's not I'm just pounding you over the head with, be like me, be like me. I'm trying to do it in a way that's humorous. It's a way that captures your imagination.
Exactly, and it captures people's attention enough to make them start to think.
It really does.
Yeah.
And and that's all you can do is try to get them to think, because you can't force people to change. You really can't force people to change. They do what they're going to do. But you can let them know how you feel, and do it in a way that is not browbeating them, and not, for me as an artist, I don't want to do it in a way where I take a sledgehammer. I want to do it in a way that's, I can get into their brain, and and they can see where I'm coming from, and I don't know, that's all I can try to do. I'm not sure how successful I am. I think a lot of people are aware about vegetarianism that weren't 30 years ago, but I'm not positive of anything. People still do what they want to do, and feel like they need what they want. I think with issues like medical marijuana, issues like sexuality and gay marriage, that has really moved forward. I mean, in 1980, probably, it was something like 70% of Americans thought gay marriage was wrong, or
just being gay itself was wrong.
It was psychologically wrong, and now it's it's more like 60-40 positive, in the direction that we would like. That gay marriage is up to the two people that want to get married.
Exactly. In fact, in this country, up until I think it was 1967, so in my lifetime, in your lifetime, being a homosexual was illegal.
Sodomy in states in the United States is illegal.
It's still illegal in some places.
I mean, they'll set you up, and then they'll be in bathrooms, and they'll have these people act like decoys, and play footsie with you in the toilet stall, and then when you act on it, they will arrest you. And there's certain places that have certain agendas to do that, and
why is that a criminal act?
Think about the war on drugs. In the United States, the war on drugs has spent, it must be trillions of dollars. The judges, the prison time, the courtrooms, the lawyers, the prison system, the prisons themselves, the parole people, then the lives they've ruined and taken people away from their families, to ruin their careers for marijuana.
Yeah, for small amounts.
And it's just unbelievable. Yeah. It's unbelievable. And I live in a state in Oregon where we've legalized marijuana, and California and Washington and Colorado have too, and there's a bunch that are doing medical marijuana. And I'm very happy, really, very happy for that. In fact, I'm in a consortium of people that grow marijuana, and we do medical marijuana for people who are licensed and legal. And what everyone knows is we add a lot to the economy. Absolutely. And we offer medical aid to people who need it, and it's something that we can do ourselves. You can do it at home, you can do it in your garage, you can do it, and you create something that's kind of cool, and it kind of fits with me being a musician, because I'm able to hit the road and do it, hit the road for a month or two at a time, and then come back, and then the other people will hit the road and they'll do their thing, and I'll focus on.
You'll take care of the business and while they're gone.
Marijuana plants and everything else. Yeah, so here we are. That's how I feel emotionally about. You ask me a question, and I've done this in interviews before. People ask me a question, and I'll just talk for a half hour, 45 minutes, and I'll hit about 8 or 10 different topics. But it all came from, how do you feel about you being an early supporter of sexual rights, for individuals to conduct themselves. And it kind of led to the whole thing of Brexit and Trump, and what's going on, this tussle that's going on for the culture, and what is acceptable, what's not acceptable, and how we're pushing in the direction of liberation, libertarianism. People decide for themselves to do what they want. Now, I'm not pushing for libertarianism as far as taxes and schools go, because there should be schools, because we want educated. We don't want ignorant children growing up to becoming adults. You want, and that's a whole other topic, but it's part of sneakily what they've done. They've cut a lot of the funding for education. They've dumbed America down.
Very much
You know,
so.
and they do it. Oh, you know, you don't need to learn about Dostoevsky or about, you know, you don't need to know who Henry Miller is. You don't need to know who John Steinbeck is. You don't need to know what evolution is. You just need to know how to read a Spider-Man comic book and change spark plugs.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
there's been a lot of that going on because wealthy people are trying to hoard the money and they're trying to hoard the resources, and they are doing a good job. And they take a lot of money and they put it offshore, and we never see that wealth. It's
No.
somewhere in
It's
some
in
Swiss bank account or the bank accounts around the world that allow that to go on, and a lot of money. Some people are living the lifestyles of billionaires. Well, you know,
where others can't
a
even
third
get
of the
food to
world goes
feed their
bed
kids.
hungry at night.
Exactly.